the Politics Watch. This is RP. Now, this won't be a long video today because I'll mainly be playing a clip from the DPP, right? Paula Llewellyn. She basically come out and make some statements, right, Well, just for full context, remember the video, right? It's the Senate video from yesterday, but I gave almost like a summary or a review of the whole Klansman anti-gang trial. I said, as far as I'm concerned, big disappointment, 15 out of 60, 25%, hardly anything to write home about. No, we know it's a black man, right, was found guilty, but black man was in prison for the majority of the things they made that hear about anyway, so not much has changed there. I mentioned that, the DPP office, right, and the police, right, need to have a better relationship in the planning of these cases, right. I mentioned that, yesterday, when I watched the show, they said the DA and the police, them working together hand in hand, and well, DPP come out and make it clear, say, how that go on. Matter of fact, the clip we're about to hear now almost sound like a direct response, right, to what I say, right. So that is why I play it, right? Because, see, I'm all about, right, giving people the info, right, make up your own mind, right. Normally when I watch certain things, right, your favorite politicians or whoever we are talking about, right, them don't normally come clear. No. See, many of them, right, are simply too big for their boots, especially politicians. One thing I find interesting about hiring on politicians, for people who are so mediocre, right, they're shorting highly themselves. You see, even when certain things come out, right, and the public, right, or a little YouTuber might say, oh, what go on so? Right, them ear, right, don't get me wrong, don't take them that ear into them, sit down that ear, but they're like, no, sit down. One thing I appreciate with the DPP is if the public want to know something, she'd come out and address it directly. Right. Maybe after she finished with the DPP office, she can go try her hand in politics. Right. So at least we commend her for that. People want to know something. Remember we had the case, the wrong charge. She could have easily just not say nothing. Right. But come out, hold up them on, right, at least go on. Now we see the DPP come out again, and I say, right, that, they were working together, right, with investigators them, right. There was a good synergy. I go play the clip, I go hear it, right, but at least you give a better idea, but we still have body part questions. So I go play the clip right now, right, and then get back to more. Check this out.
In this case, we saw a very good synergy in respect of the component parts of what makes up the prosecution. That is, the investigators and the prosecutors. There were many late nights in terms of talking, collaborating, reviewing material as between the prosecutors and the police task force, and not to mention, I have to mention, the witnesses, because this was a case where the credibility of the Crown's case really rested on the two cooperating witnesses who had been former members of the gang. It is very unfortunate that apart from maybe one civilian witness, we did not have anybody, even persons to even identify the bodies of the murdered victims, apart from one.
So that right there is coming from the Director of Public Prosecutions, right, Paula Llewellyn. As me say, when you watch when you hear the people talk about the DA, right, that is basically the Jamaican version, right? The DPP office, right, will be our DA, so to speak. So the DPP is saying that there was a good relationship, whole heap of sleepless nights and all that. Right. Madam DPP, we hear what you're saying, but this is an outcome business. And the outcome was 15 out of 60. Me know say that's disappointing. Don't know, like you have a save face, you can't just come out and say certain things. You can't say exactly how you feel about certain things or certain people. Right? But you know, say the outcome is nothing to write home about. The mention of, working together and in synergy. Here's the thing. According to the judge, that wasn't the case. Remember now, Madam DPP, and the little YouTuber say, and the judge, the things that the judge has said, right? We say, then how that would be? How them we can't find this? How them not label this? How them not put this over here so? How come chain of custody over here so? Or the judge has said so? What is going on? The DPP mentioned that she commended the two witnesses them for putting country first. She gave them a lot of credit. That C4 and the banker. Rightfully so. Those two men basically put them life on pause. In some countries, they would be celebrated as heroes, but in Ireland culture, they don't know the criminals are the heroes. The criminals them, and you might say, yeah, but them are criminals because them was in them are clansmen too. Sure, you can make that argument, but here is the fact. They didn't have to do nothing. Let me repeat that. They didn't have to do a single thing. Both of them could have just carried on. Let me tell you this in case you didn't know. There was no case. Before C4 and the banker, there was no case. As a matter of fact, if after C4 and the banker, there was hardly any case, imagine before them. I'm just putting that out there, people who try and make some kind of argument like, yeah, but just true. There was no case. I'm not asking you that, I'm telling you. There was no case at all. C4 and the banker could have easily carried on as things were. Do what them do. So much so that them basically run with C4 when him approached them. So the DPP attack, she know what she talking about. We know what she talking about. So, as me say, I'm worried if we're going to see another C4 and a banker. I would have loved it if the DPP had mentioned or clarified the whole thing of the judge saying the witnesses should be charged. That is something enough people ask me. And I can't give the main thing people ask me is him can do that. I can't answer that, man. As I said, I'd have loved it. The DPP would have answered that. Can a witness, can the police or the DPP office say we're going to give this witness immunity, and then the judge say charge him? That's something where I wish she had clarified, because if that get put out publicly, and then the next C4 and the next banker hear that, then we might see more of them. We can't have people being afraid of judges. It's extraordinary. Having said the outcome simply isn't anything to write home about. This is a disappointment, and the DPP know that. She mentioned how they work hard. That's cool and everything, but you can train really, really hard and go champs and run 15 seconds in 100 meters. Yes, you train hard and all that, but 15 seconds is 15 seconds. And right now, I feel like this trial was a 15-second trial. A 15-second sprint. And considering who get a Lego, that's what make it even worse. A whole different set of quote-unquote dons get Lego. The DPP also mentioned that she would love to see some changes to the legislation in the anti-gang laws them. And she wanted to add in some mandatory sentencing and other things. We have a whole heap of work to do. We saw the year start off, murders were trending down. Now we have to keep a close eye on St. Catherine out. I'm no say Izzy, Smokey them. I listen. So more them understand this. This is not like when time when you first start road. Uncle do no one do. Nobody know what go on. I'm keeping a close eye. Waterloo and Rivoli, all of them places there. If St. Catherine now start get spooky, then you don't know where to jump on it right away. And it's up to the powers that be to actually do something, because I'm a solid YouTuber. But as I say, I'm glad the DPP come out and address it. One of the few officials who directly address the public's concern. Make us see how this work out. Remember, Sunday coming. City post video. Tell a friend to tell a friend. That is City Post, aka Lucifer. Right? And the week after that, all kind of Klansman content. The content I'm telling you is the Lego drop, but never want to put it out until the trial over. I know who is who, what is what, and who I go where. We'll know. So, we're going to see some very, very interesting content. Might actually change gear. Yes, change gear. A whole different type of content that people don't not see. People don't even expect. So keep an eye out on it. Madam DPP, big up yourself, but we know how disappointment is. You can't do something better. Right? You can go for a goat and dress it up in a Chanel and Gucci, but end of the day, still a goat. Right? A pig in a Burberry and Louis Vuitton is still a pig. This trial, it can't dress up. 15 out of 60, it can't dress up. That's less than half. And the man never walk are some major players. Never make a crisis go to waste. Make us see what kind of learning them take from this. Make us see how them improve, what them work on. Anyway, Agent Squad, big up on yourself. Yeah, you don't know, more live. Vulture Squad, see you circling. Bless.